What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the 245 podcast, which is the amount of time in years that it will be until the Vikings make it past the first round of the playoffs.
Someday, maybe. I really thought this was our year, guys. I mean,
if we sound depressed, it's because the Vikings just lost today.
We did so well this season. Joey,
okay.
Did you watch the game today?
I did watch the game. This is my thing with the Vikings. I'm not at all a betting man at all. But if I was, I would make so much money betting against the Vikings in the postseason.
If you want to be good at betting, just like say the Vikings will choke and you win.
Yeah, I feel like there should be a whole bunch of very rich people that they just bet against the Twins and the Vikings in the postseason, and they would be so rich. I feel like it's with all Minnesota teams, we just choke, except the Lynx. Aren't we really good?
Yeah, no one watches them.
I don't know about like anymore. I know for a long time the Lynx were cracked, but
yeah. But so yeah, there was a play where it was like that false start that really killed us because it was 4th and 1, and we were going for it. And I mean, you usually get 4th and 1. You usually just sneak it, and we had gotten 1 or 2 already in the game, so we probably would have got it. And then one of the linemen jumped just a second early. Also, there was like a lot of bad calls in the game.
There were a lot of bad
calls. Like on both sides.
Yeah.
Where like the Giants got some calls for sure. But there was a couple that should not have gone our way and that went our way. So I'm guessing people are going to be upset about that. But yeah.
Fire those refs.
Fire them refs or hire more. You might have to just hire more.
For the record, I did not watch the game, so I have no idea what happened. I just know they lost.
Yeah.
We need more slow-mo cameras, more refs.
More refs, more replays. Also, it's kind of ridiculous how long commercials are.
That is true.
I was talking that with Mr. Stillman and my future brother-in-law, Dale, but the commercials are insane how long they are between plays. Like, it just feels like such a waste of time watching football at this point.
Yeah. I mean, it's like an hour of ads for probably more than an hour of ads just for one football game. It lasts like 4 hours.
Yeah. I wonder what it's like to actually be at the game, because then you would actually notice how much like downtime there is.
Have you been to a game?
I have never been to a Vikings game.
Yeah, I've never been to a football game either.
They just do a lot of like fan stuff during that. So they'll like, I don't know, throw stuff in the crowd. There'll be like people come and do random stuff. I don't know. I haven't been to a game in years, but that's what I remember.
Have you been to like a Vikings game?
Yeah, I've been to like 5 or 6 Vikings games.
Oh,
actually,
that's cool.
Probably not even 6. Probably like 3. But
have you guys ever been to a hockey game, like a Wild game?
Yes.
Nope, I've not.
Oh, Mike, you gotta go.
I know I want to so bad.
Josh, when did you go?
I went after, I think, first grade, because for the CCS challenge, I won the raffle for 2 Wild tickets, so I went with my dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I might have gone more recently than that, but I'm pretty sure that was like the one time I went.
Yeah, I think Mandy's parents bought us tickets as like a Christmas gift or something. So we went last year, and that's just so cool because it's a very fast-paced game. There's a lot of action, but it's also like super physical, and it's just amazing. I think it's my favorite sport to watch, like in person. Like
definitely don't get bored.
Yeah, it's my favorite sporting event I've ever been to was the Wild game.
Is it hard to follow what's going on with like the puck?
It can be, yeah.
I suppose you guys don't get to watch hockey, do you?
What do you mean?
I've been to 2 hockey games in the past 2 days.
Oh,
What?
Dort has a hockey team?
Yeah, Dort has a hockey team. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. I didn't even know
They're
that.
they're pretty good this year, so they've been fun to watch. But yeah, they had a hockey game Friday and Saturday. I would have gone to the Friday one probably no matter what, just because Friday night hockey games are hype. Saturday one, the Pep Band played at, so I went for that.
Where do they find ice at Dort?
In the All-Season Center, there's an ice rink like right across the road.
Oh, okay.
I've gone to 2 hockey games in the past 2 days. I've also skated there twice in the past 2 days because there's like open ice times and like open stick times. So I went and skated on the open skate last night, and I went and shot around with a puck today from 5 to like 5:30.
I wish we had like open ice like that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it's actually like a really fun thing to do on weekends. Just go skating with people.
Oh, I mean, I guess there are a lot of parks around here, but I don't know. I feel like it'd just be easier.
I was gonna say you guys have like the Maple Grove loop.
Yeah.
But I guess it's more of an effort to drive there.
Yeah. If it was on campus, it'd be different.
Did you guys go skating with Sophie and Carl?
No, we did not.
No, we did
Lame.
not. We had something. Well,
I don't know. We were doing something.
I was doing something. I think I was
Sophie,
coaching.
if you're listening to this, I apologize that my friends didn't show up. I would have been there.
Oh my god.
I would not miss skating for anything except being 4 hours away.
And it was at the Maple Grove ice skating loop, which is a good spot.
Yeah, I've still never been there, and I'm so upset.
I literally went there with you, Josh.
No, you did not.
Yes,
I've
we
never.
did.
Whoa,
Me, you, Justin, and your mom.
Yeah. I've been to the Maple Grove one. I'm thinking of the one by UNWSP, which is not Maple Grove. So, my apologies. I have been to the Maple Grove route. I'm thinking of the big one that we tried to go to last year, but it was closed.
We went there for IBU.
We went to the indoor rink.
Oh, you mean the outdoor one?
Yeah, there's a big outdoor. Oh, it's like
I have been
to
to the outdoor one. Yeah, we had a big basketball game on Saturday. So you were watching hockey. We were watching basketball. It was Hoops Hysteria.
Oh yeah,
and it was a basketball game, but it was also an admissions event. So since I work for admissions, I was working the game, so I got paid like $60 to watch a basketball game.
That's hype.
And then at halftime, I was in charge of holding these signs that had dollar amounts on them. And then these kids, prospective students, got like drawing from like a drawing. And if they got picked, they instantly got $1,000 scholarship to UNW. And then if they had 60 seconds. If they made a layup, it went up to $1,500. Free throw, $3,000. 3-pointer, $5,000. If they made a half-court shot, $10,000 scholarship. So I had all the signs that he had each dollar amount on them, and then as they would make the shot, I would like pull away the sign and like cheer as they got the new amount.
What was the highest someone got up to?
And one person got the $10,000 scholarship. It was halftime of the guys' game. So I like went up. Me and this other guy like went up and jumped with him, like cheering, like we're all. And then it was just super hype. His mom was bawling.
What?
Yeah, she was crying so hard.
Well, think if you were like not going to be able to pay for college and then you had a literal $10,000 scholarship. That's huge.
So we were saying that was probably a big blessing for them. She was really emotional about that.
Yeah.
So that was really cool to see. Someone else got $5,000. They couldn't make the half court. Someone else got $5,000 as well. And then someone didn't make it past the free throw. So they only got $1,500. But, yeah, so someone got 10,000. That was pretty hype. And the boys and girls both won their games. So that was a good time.
Good day overall. Good admissions event. I'm sure it looked really good for them.
Yeah.
I also have a story about Hoops Hysteria.
Oh yeah, you do.
So there's like tickets and stuff. I don't know how it works, but one of my friends, Rebecca, handed me her ticket and was like, "Hey, if I win, you should go out there and like do the challenge for me." And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure, I'll take it," because like there's a ton of tickets, so the chances of me getting to go out there was very slim. But they like a few minutes into the game, they called the tickets and were like, "Head down to halftime." It turns out it was my ticket that I got, so I got to go out. It was 1v1, so it was me versus someone else, and it was you had to shoot as many free throws as you could in 30 seconds, and if you won, think of this: prospective students got a $10,000 scholarship, could win that. Current students, that was the people who had tickets. They won $100 to the bookstore. That's what they got. So I'm gonna have to file a complaint somewhere about that because that is terrible.
And then Joey shot absolute.
Hey, they already got you on the hook.
Yeah, that's true.
Joey shot absolute dog water.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good. I was hoping to make a lot more, but I faced a girl. What's her name?
Megan Moeller.
Yeah, Megan Moeller.
Shout out.
Yeah. So I won. So I won $100. But I told Rebecca I would just give her the gift card because it was her ticket. But I won.
Guy.
I made 6 free throws in 30 seconds.
Dog.
And she only made 3.
That's
Even more
one
dog.
every 5. That's not bad.
It's not terrible, but didn't they not count one of mine?
I think it was definitely 6. Someone said 5, but
Yeah, my official one was 5, but I for sure remember, like I shot my first one or second one, and I think it went in. And for some reason, he said something like, "Oh, should we count that or not?" And I was so confused because I definitely did not cheat.
It went in. Why would we not count it?
So I don't know, whatever. But it was kind of fun. My mom and dad were actually there, so that was kind of funny.
Oh, they saw you?
Yeah,
that's funny.
They were there to watch that, and we played Legacy on the JV and varsity of Avail. Played Legacy, and their head coach was actually there on Saturday, and also the coach at North Lakes, which is another team we play, was also at the game. So it was kind of interesting to see all of them there. But
everyone converging at Hoops Hysteria.
Yep.
And JT was there too.
And JT was there. Yeah.
Oh, that's the most important thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. So that's my story from Hoops Hysteria.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Got to go out in front of everybody.
And brick.
Josh, come on, man.
You were brick.
I would have probably airballed like 5. So
I was so nervous. I was just gonna airball the first one.
Hey, you weren't as bad as Ava, who like missed all of her shots.
Wait, how many did she make?
She got picked during the halftime of the girls' game, and she made like 2. I don't know.
Really?
It was like
2 in 30 seconds?
She was dog.
Man, that's what happens when Carson doesn't invite us to go hoop every weekend. We just lose it.
Sorry, Ava.
Carson, you should probably get on that.
Yeah, Carson, if you're listening, send out a text to the group chat.
Come on.
Because we need a hoop.
We want to play.
Should we tell our other basketball story?
Oh, yeah. We should.
Well, I guess you should know this if you listened to last episode, but I am back at Dort in the dorm room, so not in the studio. But on my last day in Minneapolis, the day we recorded the last podcast episode, right afterwards, we went and played intramural basketball at UNW, and it was a pretty exciting game. So I'll let one of you explain kind of what happened.
Joey, you got it, because I missed half of it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, true. Mike was on the phone.
Yeah.
Well, I was supposed to call someone about a wedding video at 7:30, and then that was going to be right after we recorded the podcast. And then guess what did not happen at 7:30? I did not call them, and I went to go play basketball. And the team that we were supposed to play first didn't even show up, so I didn't even play a game, and I missed the call. And then I went and checked my phone, and I was like, oh, shoot, I forgot. So I missed like a lot of the actual game that we played at 8:30. It is just my mom's friend who I'm doing the wedding for, so it's not like a client that doesn't know me. So
doesn't matter.
Luckily,
doesn't matter.
It won't happen again.
Professional all the time, Mike.
It won't happen again, I promise. All right, Joey, go ahead and tell the story.
Yeah. Okay. So after the podcast, we go over and we hoop. First team doesn't show up, so we kind of just scrimmage, mess around before the game. We ended up having 10 people there for our team, so that was kind of nice. But the game went pretty well. I went out. So what we did is we had 2 groups of 5. So the first group would play for 5 minutes, and the second group would play for 5 minutes, and that would be the half. And then we just did the same thing in the second half, which in hindsight we shouldn't have done because then you ended up getting tired. We should have just subbed when people got tired. But anyways, doesn't really matter. First quarter that I'm in, I was on fire. It was probably the best basketball I've ever played in my life.
Joey was killing it.
Yeah, I was driving down the lane a lot, getting buckets, got a few putbacks, but also I was like hitting threes, which is like, sometimes I'm pretty decent, sometimes I'm not. But I remember I hit like 2 or 3 threes in the first 10 minutes. I think I scored like 12 points in the first 10 minutes of the game, which was pretty good. But then I came out, didn't do so hot. But we were up 7 when I subbed out or something like that. And then the other 5 guys that came in didn't really build the lead. So we were still up, but it wasn't that much at halftime.
And it was probably like 5 at half or so.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't a lot. And then the shifts. So the shifts where we were able to reassemble the Avail Dream Team. So it was me, Mike, Mitch, Evan, and Josh.
It wasn't Mike actually, but
oh right.
Yeah, I was not there at that point.
Right, you were not there at that point. Who subbed in? Oh, it was
Ben.
No,
I swear it started with a B. It was Bennett.
Bennett. You were right. Started with a B. It was Bennett. So I guess we didn't have the dream team for the first part. That's
Almost.
Tough. Yeah, we were close though. But then the second half, we did not play as good. We got down, right? When we subbed out, we were down 2, down 3. They were starting.
No, we were still up when we subbed out. I
think.
We
were?
Like 1.
Yeah, it was pretty tight. And this team that we were playing was pretty good. I think they had 3 or 4 people that were like cut from the basketball team. So, I mean, like, that's still really, really good. If they were like on the team at all, they had to be pretty good. So, and we played Aaron Tarhar, which we went to middle school with. And he's really good. But to end the game, it was going back and forth. Like, we would score a bucket, we'd be up 1, they would score a bucket, they were up 2. We actually were able to win on a buzzer beater by Henry. We were down 1, and he did a little hook shot like from the elbow.
Should not have gone in.
Should not have gone in.
Bounced twice on the rim and rolled in, and we didn't go like wild, but it was still pretty fun.
Yeah. Yep.
They were not happy.
They were not happy at all because they
they
were
so mad.
Yeah. Because I remember when he shot it, I was like, that is a terrible shot. That's not going in. And he got the roll. So yeah, we were able to win by 1. So that was fun.
Can we talk about their huge guy who's just absolute garbage?
Harrison?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Josh, that's the first time you've seen him play. He's actually like really good if he gets going.
Yeah.
He's huge. So like it's hard to guard him down low, but he can also like shoot the 3 like really good.
I know he's not actually garbage, but he literally airballed like a 2-foot shot, and he's like 6'5" or 6'6". Like, how do you airball it when you're right at the rim?
It's a good point.
Yeah, I don't know. So shout out to Harrison. Thanks for the dub, man.
I know you're
won
listening.
That game for us.
He was the MVP for us.
MVP for our team, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Basically.
But they had some nice shots. Like, their guys were like very skilled, and they had some, I don't know, jump shots, some like turnaround fadeaways that were just like really hard that went in. So
yeah, they're a good team.
Mad respect.
Yeah,
mad respect.
Game respects game.
But we won, so
now Josh, if we win, he will be an intramural basketball champion.
Yep. We'll have to get you your T-shirt.
I'm expecting it. Are there like even better teams than that one?
Probably,
yeah.
Yeah. You never really know with basketball. I feel like they find people around that definitely don't go here, but it's just hard to know. It's hard to know.
Yeah, it's hard to like keep the teams within the rules because random people can just come and show up and no one really knows.
Yep. So I think in playoffs they get more tight about the rules and stuff, but I don't know.
I don't care. I'm just excited to play volleyball again next squad.
Yeah.
That's what you guys live for, volleyball IMs.
Yep.
Who needs basketball IMs when you got volleyball? But they don't have it this season.
It is good to do something, though. Have you seen the emails that we've got about IMs?
They keep trying to get us to join IMs.
Yeah. For some reason, intramurals just has like a big budget or like too big a budget. Like they're not really, their only expense is like the refs, and they're not paying the refs that much. So it seems like they have a bunch of extra money. So we got these emails that were like, if you join all 3 sports, which would be basketball, indoor soccer, and broomball, they were like, oh, if you do all those, we'll invite you to like a pizza party at the end of the year or something like that. And then there was another one about like, do this and you'll get pizza. It's like, what are you?
They did that last season too.
Like incentivizing people to play all the sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, don't do stupid sports then if you want people to play. Like, not too many people are going to do indoor soccer, and not a lot of people are going to do broomball. So I don't know why you would do those for sports.
I feel attacked. Indoor soccer is like the only one I want to do.
Oh, really?
To be fair, we have a sports dome now, so it's probably a little funner.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, because we would just do it in the gym. So, but yeah, if you had an indoor field with it has like turf, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'd be down for that.
Yeah. Oh, doing 3 sports is a lot.
So is that like at once? Like they would invite you if you joined all 3 like in one season?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so strange to me.
Huh. Yes, it's also like who has the time to do 3 sports? Even with 2, it's kind of pushing it. So to do all 3 and school, it seems like a lot. And
probably don't have a hard major if you're doing that.
Yeah, that's true.
And a lot of pizza.
Yep.
I have enjoyed basketball more this season because we aren't doing volleyball at the same time.
Yeah,
doing both is a lot sometimes.
Yep, and Evan's on our team, so that makes it really fun.
That helps.
Wow, Joey, what was that I heard you doing
Joey's
right there?
Still sick?
Oh, yeah. I'm sick, if you can't tell. I think I'm starting to get over it. But yeah, I kind of have a headache, a sore throat, and a cough.
That'd be my bad, probably.
I think Mike got me sick.
I was sick from like the last day of Wausau. I was starting to feel a little bit like when I got home, which was like 2 weeks ago until a couple days ago. So I was sick for a while.
What? Am I going to be sick for 2 weeks?
Well, you're getting over it apparently. So
Joey, I've had a cold since I got back from Iowa, which was more than 2 weeks ago, I think.
You gotta be kidding me.
Then I got Kylie sick. I don't know how that happened.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, how did that happen?
You guys are so far apart.
I don't know.
All the time.
I know. I don't know how that happened. I'm sorry if I got you sick, Joey.
I forgive you.
It's okay. It's kind of you kind of have to accept that when you live together.
Yeah.
Speaking of living together, speaking of our room, we just rearranged our room a little bit now that Mitch is gone. I'm not saying that like in a celebrating kind of way.
Yeah,
now that Mitch is finally gone.
Yeah, we would rather have
Crab Rave.
No,
we would rather have Mitch. Hold on, I need to make this clear for all the listeners. We would rather have Mitch than rearrange our room.
But
since he's gone, you might as well.
We have a pretty epic double-decker couch now in our dorm. So we took the loft that was in our room before and put that over our couch in our living room. And then we took the extra bed frame we had and made that my bed. So now my bed is lower. This is the first time that I've not slept in a loft in our dorm. And now we have a cool double-decker couch.
You got it. You got it in the end, Mike.
And we put the couch and a little side table in there. We'll take a picture of it, post it on our Instagram story on Friday when this comes out, and show you guys so you can see. It's pretty epic.
Josh, isn't your dorm both beds are lofted, right?
Yup. We have kind of like an L-shaped loft that I built. Normally we just have bunk beds, but we wanted more floor space because our room is a bit small.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that here. You cannot be bringing in your own beds.
I don't know if you are here either, but
says the guy that sleeps with the RA. That I can't say that. Says the guy that lives with the RA.
He like, I mean, we didn't check with anyone before we did it, but he like has showed it to the guy who's in charge of all the buildings because he like talks to him a bunch. So, and the guy seemed fine with it.
Ask for forgiveness, not permission.
Yep.
As they say.
Because they might have said no, and now it's just cool. It's really funny. They use our room as a touring room. Like when they bring in prospective students.
Oh, really? That's funny.
They come in here and show them the room. And I don't know why, because
they're going to be expecting that.
No, every time they're like, yeah, so this is actually kind of a different room. Like, you won't have this because they built it. Like, and why are you show them an actual room, like, where they don't have a custom loft? But I think it makes kids excited if they are like into stuff like that. Like, oh, I could maybe be creative and figure something out.
So we have an actual showroom in our. We don't have like show someone's room they live in.
Yeah, we're usually not here, but for the past 2, like I've just been sitting at my desk working.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
he's
you.
He's been on the
been
couch
there?
or something. Yeah, and we just get a knock on our door and then talk to him for a little bit. I usually don't talk because I'm bad at talking, but Brady is quite personable, so.
Brady does all the talking.
Yeah, I just let him be a positive influence instead of me talking and scaring them away.
Oh my goodness, Josh. You want to scare them away.
Is it like at a Vail where they would come in, they had all those tours within that 1 month span where we were all in study hall every time? And we'd say the same exact. We'd say the same exact thing,
Yeah.
each of us in the same exact order every single time.
Yep.
Did they ask us a question like, "What do you love about Avail?"
Yeah. And we would all say the same thing in the same order every time, and like have to act like it was genuine. I mean, it was genuine, but
was yours
like
theater.
we all had like a separate part of the school we would talk about.
Yeah, I don't know. We sold so many people in Avail. I bet.
Definitely, don't think I've seen any of those kids at the school.
I don't know. I believe in us, even if none of them came.
Speaking of Brady, so he's sleeping right now.
I can't be sure, and I don't want to check, but I'm recording, and yeah, he's attempting.
Wow, you see, we really go all out for the podcast. We even record when our roommates are sleeping, we got to get it out for you. So,
Yep.
You better be thankful for this work we put in.
This one's kind of, I don't know, we were scrambling a little because we were planning on doing one about, well, next week will probably still be that. We're going to do one about like funny work stories. But because me and Joey have the same job, if it was just me, Joey, and Mike, there would be 2 jobs represented. So we kind of wanted Mitch here to diversify the experience. But Mitch couldn't come. And
he's a DQ.
This was, he's working like the man that he is.
Yeah.
So,
hopefully he's collecting some stories to tell next week on the pod.
Hopefully you get some really awkward experiences.
I was thinking, like, I think you guys were kind of limiting what jobs mean. Like, Joey could talk about reffing.
I was just thinking
He
about
could
that.
talk
I got
about
some reffing ones.
coaching.
And Cub.
And Cub. If you had anything
yeah.
happen at Cub, I don't know.
Cub was pretty boring.
You
I
worked
guess I was
like
just
later at
thinking of
night.
your most recent job, but I bet, you definitely should have some from coaching and reffing.
Some angry parents.
Oh yeah. I got some.
Okay.
I gotta start writing these down like right now.
So
yeah.
Sneak peek for next week, hopefully next week episode of the podcast. But
If we can get Mitch in the studio.
if we can get Mitch in the studio because he's not here. But should we talk about what we're gonna be talking about today a little bit?
If we must.
If we must. We're going to do another random topic generator. Today's random topic. If you were given a TV remote that was like a time remote, so you could pause time, you could stop time, you could rewind time, or you could fast forward time, what would you do with it and why? So I think we should talk about first, what would you do if you like stopped time and could like stop and start time? What would be something you would do?
Okay. Would stopping time stop all the people around me, but I can continue to move?
Yes.
That's what I was going to ask. Are you unbound by time by the act of holding this remote?
Yes.
Like, does it make you separate from the timeline?
Otherwise, it'd be useless. 'Cause then you would just freeze too. But the problem is, if you froze, then you wouldn't be able to unfreeze it.
Yeah, you could never
so
press
you just
play.
Screw yourself over.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I had this remote, I would press stop and everything would freeze for eternity.
And it'd just be you.
Yeah.
That'd be kind
Alternatively, time travel is stupid, and I would throw the remote in the trash.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Josh, if this was 100% real, you would take that remote and you'd throw it in the trash.
Yeah, if I was today received this remote, I think I would 100% do that, because like with all the things that I believe, something like that just seems weird and supernatural and
okay.
dumb, and I don't want to like mess up the world.
Okay.
Because I think it's very good how it is.
Okay.
Well, it's not very good, but it's the way it's supposed to be, how it is. And time travel is sketchy, and I'm not a fan, so I'd throw the remote away.
Yeah, this is a complete side note, but any TV show, movie, book, whatever it is, anytime there's a chance where you can go back in time to like fix mistakes and stuff, I feel like the whole plot line is just, let me give you an example of a dumb thing in Harry Potter, right? Okay, so what's her name? Hermione? Emma Watson, right, Mike?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, you know.
Yep. So they can't be saying that.
I whistled that.
Yeah. Okay. So the headmaster, whoever it was, what's his name?
Dumbledore.
Dumbledore gives Hermione a time travel thing so she can double stack classes. So she goes to one class, goes back in time, and then goes to a different class. but they don't go back in time to stop Voldemort. Like, what? The plot holes are just endless. You could go back and fix any mistake. Like, whose life do you want to save? You could just go back and fix it. But no, they let some girl go to 2 classes at the same time.
Honestly, that seems more important. Hermione's education is like way up there in priorities.
Yeah, 4.0 way over millions of people's lives. No, but the problem with that is you need someone to sacrifice themselves. Because, well, not necessarily.
Wait, what?
Because with the one in Harry Potter, you have to, like, you can't, once you go back in time, you can't go like back to the point where you went back in time from. You have to live out that amount of time. So,
okay.
If she went back in time, if she had a class and she went back in time at 4 p.m. and went back in time until 1 p.m., she would have her class 1 to 2 p.m., but then she'd have to like sneak around from 2 to 4 until her previous self went back in time, so then she can reappear into the world. So you have to like relive the whole life that you just went back in time. So if someone went back to kill Voldemort, they would have to go back in time like 50 years and they'd be trapped there.
Yeah, but that's one sacrifice to save like thousands of people or millions of people.
Okay, then you do it.
I would do it.
No, you wouldn't.
I totally would do it.
Well, is Voldemort real?
Fight.
No.
Fight.
Then you wouldn't do it.
Fight.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Okay. I guess you got a point there.
Sounds like the same logic as like the canceled basketball game. We knew it would be canceled.
Oh.
Was it canceled?
Yeah.
Yes. See, we knew.
Then we knew. Yeah. It's
Mike,
true.
master of logic.
I am the master of logic.
Anyways, let's get back on. I would totally use this remote. I've thought about it a lot, and I would totally use it. I definitely think there would be times where it'd be helpful to stop time. For example, if you're dribbling down the floor in a fast break, you could just pause it, analyze the court, figure out what to do. Oh, I would be so good at basketball. I'd be so good at every sport. Could you imagine having a blocker every single time someone went up to spike in volleyball and knowing what my team would never lose in any sports? That's what I would use it for.
I feel like you're utilizing the remote. So you're on a fast break and you would stop and scan the court to figure out what to do instead of just stopping and then like scoring and then unstopping.
Oh. The problem with that is if you pause time and then move like 30 feet, it's going to look like you teleported. You know what I'm saying? Because if you freeze time and everyone's seeing you in the middle of the court.
Listen. This is what I would do. Then I would just go back 5 seconds before I paused and do it over again.
I don't think that would work.
No, that would work.
No one would see you score when the time was frozen.
No one would see. No, you're not. I don't think. So I would pause it. So say this happened. So I'm dribbling down the court. I can't believe we're getting into this conversation right now. This is kind of crazy. I'm dribbling down the court. I pause time. Like my head was just like turned slightly and someone's like, hey, did you just teleport? I'd be like, zzz, go back 10 seconds and try it again, but I'd do it better this time so they wouldn't notice.
So you're pausing and rewinding time with the remote.
Yeah.
You utilizing its full capabilities.
Yep.
Okay.
Just so I could win a few more intramural basketball games.
That's stupid.
Why is that stupid, Josh?
Because if you want to win, maybe you should just get better.
I mean, he's got a point. Mike, what would you use it for?
I feel like there's some various things you could use it for. I think I would use it to drive. So you could freeze time and then just drive to your destination and then unfreeze time. And you just have to deal with driving around the cars that are frozen. But not only are you not dealing with traffic, you're saving a bunch of time. So instead of me leaving here at 4 and getting to my house at 4:10, I could leave here at 4 and get to my house at 4 because I would freeze and unfreeze time at 4 o'clock. Save 10 minutes.
Amazing.
Do you think this is like what's Tuck Everlasting? Do you think you'd just become like depressed because like time would have no meaning and you could just like go back and maybe Josh was right.
Also, do you age during this freezing time?
Oh, that's
what if you use it like so much throughout your life that you slowly are aging? Like it's so slow that you can't tell, but you're aging way faster than you should.
Yeah. Also, though, if I just went to like the U.S. government and like explained what I could do, I could make like they would have to pay me like billions of dollars because I could.
Again, there's so many more ways with this remote to make billions of dollars.
I would become the greatest weapon in the history of mankind.
Or you could freeze time and like steal a ton of money.
Or you could freeze time at like McDonald's, open the register, take a bunch of money, and then pay with that money for your burger.
Guys, we could stay here for hours and think of like the things you could do with this, but they're all like just dumb.
You know what? Josh might be right.
And mess up the way the world should work.
Josh might be right. You might have to throw away the remote.
You know what?
But you'd have to have it for like 2 years. You'd have to have some fun with it. You know the pranks you could pull on people?
You could pull some hilarious pranks. Like the teleporting
Joey, I would be okay if you would keep it for like the sole purpose of like pranking.
Okay, so Josh is fine with that. That's what I would do with the remote. I would keep it just so I could prank people.
Also,
solid.
If everything is frozen, does that include like water? Could you walk on water?
No, but what if it's air? What if the air molecules are frozen?
Would you just like suffocate?
Guys, that's so stupid.
Wait, does that mean like food is frozen too, so you couldn't eat it?
Yeah, because you can't like digest it or like.
Time freezing does not freeze the molecules in a rigid position. What do you mean?
Well, okay, no, because they're moving. The air molecules are moving. But if time is frozen, they're no longer moving because there's no displacement. Josh, it's simple physics. There's no displacement because they can't move. So everything is frozen.
Joey lecturing me on simple physics.
No, but I'm right.
Ministry major.
How am I wrong,
Josh? Please continue.
Josh, no, just explain to me how I'm wrong because I think I'm right.
I want you to explain to me how you're right.
Okay, here, I'll explain it. So, what's the formula for? Hold on. I gotta think of the right formula because time. Hold on, time.
This might take a while. Maybe you should freeze time while you think about this.
Time, displacement, and speed. It's a speed formula. No, wait. Yeah, because speed is displacement over time. But if the time is zero, wait. Josh, can you back me up here? I think I'm right.
Please continue.
No, I don't.
I think he's letting you just like ramble on, make a fool of yourself.
I'm not making a fool of myself. If you froze time, the air molecules wouldn't be able to move. Now, if you were like super speed, like in Megamind, like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
See, he was able to move because he didn't freeze time. He's just moving so fast that it feels like time has stopped. But the remote freezes time.
If you froze fire, would you be able to stick your hand through it, or would it be like hard? You can make it like hard fire. Sorry, there's a fireplace in the studio here. I just thought of that.
Mike, that is amazing. I think you should
hard fire, guys.
Figure out this remote just so you can see if fire becomes hard.
Turns out this is going to be the most interesting podcast we've ever done.
We are educational.
We are educational.
What else would be funny if it was frozen? If a kid was like under the water and you froze time and you froze the water and he was also frozen, would he like die?
No, because he wouldn't need oxygen.
Oh yeah, because he's frozen.
Because he's frozen.
Right. Okay. Dang it. Wait, what?
Dang it.
Sorry, I was just thinking. Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, what if it was raining? Would you be able to like walk?
Or would you like run into the water?
Water drop.
It's like,
but if water is frozen, then air's gotta be frozen. It's gotta be.
Oh, clouds. Hard clouds.
Yeah, like fog. Hard fog.
Or just naming like new alcoholic drinks. Hard fog. Yeah, like would you like there's a layer of fog. Would you like not be able to get through it, or like?
Okay, if we're talking
Could you
about
climb over the fog? Like,
no, because the air molecules are frozen. You can't move.
see, you'd also frozen.
Yeah, you'd also be frozen. You'd never be able to press the play button again because you're frozen and you would die.
So we found the solution. No matter what, you would die.
Yeah.
So maybe we should toss them out.
Okay, guys, are we done with the time thing? Because I think I might have thought of something else entertaining to do.
Okay.
Okay, go
yeah,
ahead.
go for it.
Well, speaking of death, I called my mom today and I was talking with her, and then she changed the subject to the podcast, and she had one question about the last episode, and it was about the game we mentioned. It was the car simulation game.
Oh, yeah.
And she was, I think, a little concerned because the way we said it on the podcast maybe made it sound like it was this game that we consistently played where we were just like running people over with cars, which is not at all what it is. Do you guys remember where we were introduced to it? I'm pretty sure it was like a class because I just found it, and it's called Moral Machine. So it's kind of like an experiment simulation, like deciding what the better decision would be. And I thought it would be funny to discuss a few of these on the podcast.
Oh my
yes.
goodness.
Let's go.
Okay, go for it, Josh.
Okay, so the first Moral Machine question. This is a self-driving car, and we have two diagrams. So the first situation. In this case, the self-driving car with a sudden brake failure will continue ahead and drive through a pedestrian crossing ahead. This will result in dead, one boy. Note that the affected pedestrians are flouting the law by crossing on the red signal. So it's a picture of this little boy, and the red hand is up, so he should not be crossing. So he's in the wrong, but the self-driving car has brake failure and is going to continue straight and hit him. The second situation, in this case, the self-driving car with sudden brake failure will swerve and crash into a concrete barrier. This will result in dead, one female athlete and one dog. So in the self-driving car, there's female athlete and a dog. So What should the self-driving car do?
I got my opinion. Mike, you got yours?
Yes.
Okay. Mine, car goes straight.
Why?
You would kill a little boy.
Okay. You always I would not kill a little boy. But my thing is, if it's two things of equal value, so it's like hit this tree or hit this tree, you don't change the action. So my default is always going to be no action. So, Mike, what are you doing over there?
Nothing.
Okay. I would go, the boy is breaking the law. He can get hit over the girl and the dog. That's my take.
See, in my opinion, the breaking the law should have no bearing on the, like...
Yeah.
Because death is too harsh of a penalty for
okay, well, then it's the dog.
That.
Then it's the dog.
The dog and the female athlete?
No, that's what would push me.
Oh, I see. Because there's two things in the car.
Yeah, because I would say the boy and the girl have equal value, but the dog has like 0.0001 value. So hit the boy. This is such a terrible thing. We should not be doing this.
I mean, does the boy play sports?
Yeah, it just says boy, so not an athlete.
Okay. I'll agree with Joey on this one. We'll go the female and the dog.
Okay, I'm gonna click that option. Oh, there's 13 of these guys.
Oh boy.
Don't worry, we won't do all of them.
Yeah, let's do like one or two more.
Okay. In this case, the self-driving car with sudden brake failure will continue ahead and drive through a pedestrian crossing. The result is one dead man. Note that the affected pedestrians are abiding by the law by crossing on the green signal. So the car is going and it should be stopping at this stoplight, but because it has brake failure, it can't stop. So this man is crossing and he has the right to cross, but he's going to get hit by this car with brake failure. Second one. In this case, the self-driving car with sudden braking failure will swerve and drive through a pedestrian crossing in the other lane, and this will result in one dead man again. But this guy is flouting the law by crossing on the red signal. So on the other side of the road, apparently it's still like a green light for the cars. So the man should not be crossing. So what should the self-driving car do? Keep going straight and hit the guy who has the right of way, or swerve into the other lane and hit the guy who's breaking the law?
I feel like my instinct... Oh, wait, it's not even my instinct. It's a self-driving car. Oh, man. Because I say my instinct would be, if you're going straight and you see a person, to swerve. So that's probably what would naturally happen.
Wouldn't even see that other person, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't even see the other guy. And then, I don't know, but self-driving car. I feel like the self-driving car would have the same instinct.
But is that what it should do? The car has all the information.
This is a moral machine, not like a mechanical question.
Yeah.
Moral machine. Probably change direction.
I'm going to go straight. Don't swerve. Because that's my default. And I can't punish someone for breaking the law. That does not make their life less valuable. So then the car should go straight.
Okay.
Oh, that's a tough one.
It's tough.
One more?
Yeah. One more.
Okay. This one is funny.
Oh no!
It's not funny. It's really serious, actually. In this case, the self-driving car with sudden brake failure will swerve and drive through a pedestrian crossing in the other lane. This will result in one large man dead and one male doctor dead. Note that the affecting pedestrians are flouting the law by crossing on the red signal. So there's a large man and a doctor who are crossing when the signal is red, when they should not be. Second case. In this case, the self-driving car with sudden brake failure will continue ahead and crash into a concrete barrier. This will result in one large woman and one female doctor dead.
Ooh.
Also, I'd just like to note that this car is driving in a lane with a concrete barrier. So if it continues straight, it's going to crash into the concrete barrier. Why is there a concrete barrier in this like regular traffic lane? Kind of a plot hole, honestly, moral machine.
That is a plot hole.
I said this was spicy because it's basically like choosing two men who are breaking the law or two women who are not.
But it would. Is the car already swerving and it would have to swerve back, or is the option the car continues straight or the car swerves and hits the men?
It would have to swerve to hit the men who are breaking the law. It would continue straight and crash into a barrier.
Okay, car goes straight.
Joey's sticking to his
I guess
no change.
I think that's the correct option.
I guess yeah. Car goes straight.
Okay. Fair enough.
Final answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer. Moral of the story, you don't need to be worried. We weren't like playing this game for fun in high school. It's not really a game at all. It's just kind of challenging moral situations, which may or may not be telling. I'm going to click through the rest and see if it gives any like conclusion at the end about what type of person I am based on my answer. I don't think it
does.
Does it?
No, I remember it ranks them like, do you choose men over women? Do you choose like robbers over innocent people? Like there's a ton of variables that it actually like looks for. It's kind of interesting.
Okay, this is from me randomly clicking through the last 10.
Okay.
My most saved character is a cat, which is a little concerning. My most killed character is a small boy. It has like a continuum of where I scale based on or in comparison to like the average player of the simulation. So this scale is saving more lives, and it goes from does not matter to matters a lot. Most people are about 3/4 of the way to matters a lot. So like if there were 2 people versus 1 people, most people would save more people rather than less. And with my random clicking, I was on the like does not matter side by quite a bit. So little off there. And then there's protecting passengers. does not matter to matters a lot. Most people are, again, about 3/4 towards matters a lot. So saving the people in the car rather than the pedestrians. This one's interesting. It's upholding the law. Most, I guess this one, the others are not quite as much towards the matters a lot, but it's still on the green side. Like, people more often than not, like, pick the people who are abiding by the law rather than by those who were not, which we said shouldn't matter at all, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And there's like a bunch more.
We'll play the whole thing sometime.
Yeah, maybe not on the podcast.
I don't know. If you guys thought that was exciting, leave a comment below and we'll make a podcast where we play through the entire simulation. Just kidding.
We'll do a whole podcast about the moral situations, like the whatever problem on that's called.
There's gender
trolley
preferences,
problem.
species preferences, age preference, fitness, social value, like versus a doctor and a thief. Oh, we were all the way on the thief side.
Oh, really?
I guess we picked thieves over doctors every time.
I mean, you randomly clicked, so
Yeah.
can't do much about that.
Yeah,
Nope.
Don't fire us. Don't cancel us.
Don't cancel us.
Don't cancel us. It was joke.
We
It
love
was a joke.
doctors.
Why are you upset?
Mitch is like basically a doctor, and we love Mitch. He's on the podcast all the time.
Mitch.
Yep.
Do you guys know anyone who like wants to become a real live doctor?
No.
Wait,
Like-
does Wes?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
Our RA from last year does.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's starting to be. And Caleb wants to, our MP from last year, he wants to
Yeah.
do something in the medical field. I don't know if it was doctor or not, but yeah.
So it's kind of
So I guess we
inspiring
know,
just
like,
because it's so
one or
much school, but they must really care
Yeah,
about
it's
it.
crazy.
It's a lot.
But I think they're also like super gifted in that area. So I think it comes easier to them and they get satisfaction by doing something they love. So good work, people who become doctors, because
Good
I
work.
definitely couldn't.
He's a doctor of the soul.
I'm a doctor of the soul. Well, Jesus is the doctor of the soul.
Yeah.
I just,
You're the messenger.
yeah.
You're the nurse.
Yeah, I'm the nurse.
Jesus is the doctor. Joey's the nurse.
Yeah. The doctor tells me what to do.
Yep. Joey gives the shots.
Jesus is boss man.
Yep. That's it.
Yeah. I think that's how we should end our podcast.
Well,
Jesus boss man.
Jesus boss man.
with that, we hope you enjoyed listening to our scrambled thoughts on time travel and intramurals and basketball and the moral machine. Yeah, we hope you enjoyed it. And if not, leave us a 1-star review and tell us to never do anything like this again.
Oh,
And
we will anyway.
We may or may not listen. But anyways, we will see you in the next episode, and I hope you all have a great day.
Catch you on the flippity flip.
Peace out, gangs.